Okay. So Adolfo, just go ahead and introduce yourself.
Sure.
Give the name of your group, and then talk first about that personal story, and then larger issue. And same thing, just keep it conversational and speak to me.
Okay. Yeah. So my name is Adolfo Hernandez. Oh, sure. My name is Adolfo Hernandez. I'm with the Active Transportation Alliance in Chicago. We're North America's largest bike, ped, and public transit advocacy organization. I guess part of the reason we're here and some of the work that we do is really focus on safety. And one of the stories from our city, from our community, is the story of Marta Gonzalez, who was crossing the street at 18th Street in Halsted in Chicago. And tragically, she was killed by a car that ran a red light and was also speeding. Subsequent to being hit by that car, she was hit by a bus that was also speeding. Unfortunately, she left behind a husband, 2 children. It was a hit and run. The car drove off, and there's still a reward out trying to find that person. But what's been really amazing is to see how the family has dealt with this grief. What they've done is said, why did this happen? Why are cars speeding through this intersection? And it's kind of brought up all these stories from the community saying, yeah, I almost got hit at that intersection, or yeah, it feels really unsafe. I don't feel comfortable walking there or standing there. And what's happened is the family's really become engaged in a process of, is it the built design? Is it the speed limit? And what we've realized in our analysis of crash data for the state and for the city is that lower income communities, communities of color, are being disproportionately affected by crashes. That means in those communities, people are getting hit more, people are dying more, and that's kids walking to school, that's people riding their bikes to the grocery store, to work. And so that's really what we're concerned about, is how do we make our communities safer so that people can walk, can bike, and feel safe doing so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and say a few words about what you're here in DC for.
Sure. So we're here attending the Transportation Equity Network's conference. And really what we're doing here is we weren't too familiar or engaged in this process in years past. And for us, it's a really nice opportunity to find these connections with other organizations and networks across the country that are working on similar issues. And we think there's opportunities for overlap and working together. We have pretty good relationships with our congressional leaders because we work with them on other issues and lobby them on other issues. And I think I see a lot of connections where there's overlap, and we look forward to kind of growing this partnership and expanding what we're doing and maybe kind of bringing something else to the table, to the Transportation Equity Network too.